hey, it's time for you to get your head in the game as we're all in this together, sticking to the status quo as I talk about the High School Musical trilogy. First up is High School Musical. This is a 2006 Disney Channel original film. And the basic premise is this high school boy all-star basketball player discovers that he actually loves to sing. But you gotta stick to the status quo, as they say. And he has to stay in his lane as a basketball player. He's not allowed to explore other possibilities or have multiple interests. And I, surprisingly, really enjoyed this film. I went in with very low expectations. I'd never seen the movie before and actively avoided it at the time. But like, man, no, I was just really taken in by this movie. It really comes down to, I loved the messaging of this movie. Cause like just hearing about it, I'm like, okay, of course you can do multiple things. Like this is such a dumb premise. But no, how they handled it was really well done and nuanced, because a big part of it is that he is the star athlete. His dad is the basketball coach. Like he spends his entire vacation doing basketball, and that's all he can possibly think about. That's all his dad will let him think about. But then whilst on vacation, he is forced into this situation where he has to sing a duet with Vanessa Hudgens, who is the babiest of babies in this. She's so little and adorable. Oh my God. And it just unlocks something new inside of him, the start of something new. And like, it's such a beautiful moment to realize you didn't know this thing meant so much to you, just like to stumbling across a new love. It opens up a whole new world of life for him. That's so beautiful. And then to just have this conflict of like, well, if I do this thing, are my friends gonna like me less? Is my dad gonna be disappointed in me? Am I gonna lose my friends? Am I gonna lose the love of my dad? Will my popularity disappear? But like, it means so much to him. That's so beautiful that he was able to find this new passion in his life. And he really wants to explore it. Especially too, because like, I kind of thought maybe he'd want to do the musical and because of Vanessa Hudgens, you know, to be around a cute girl. And like, there is part of that. But really, he's the one who's like, oh, what's this musical thing that's happening over here? Then like trying to encourage her to do it because he wants to use her as an excuse to be into this thing. But no, he just wants to be into it. He's there. The door is open. And like, there's so many metaphors and stuff you could take out of that, like different analogies and stuff. And yeah, no, it really works. The story, the heart of this movie is incredible. And I will say, this definitely does look and feel and sound like a Disney Channel original movie. I was kind of surprised with how bad the audio mixing for the music was, because I've heard more polished versions of it. So that was disappointing, but like, I honestly didn't mind. And I also really truly loved the romance of the film. The chemistry between Zach and Vanessa is spot on. Anytime they're together, it's a good fun time. Stick to the Status Quo was one of my favorite songs. I love the story arc of the dad, the bad kids. They're such a vibe. They're so ridiculous, but like, they really work as a foil in this one, because they're not evil, they're just silly. It's just a good balance. Also, their clothes are a perfect encapsulation of what this time in America looks like. So if you're curious about like 2006 fashion, this is it. This is exactly what we wore then. So yeah, no, I honestly really enjoyed this movie and I'd recommend it. It's a good, fun, delightful, charming movie. I understand completely how it became such a phenomenon and wish 2006 Charlie would have given it a chance. He potentially wouldn't have enjoyed it, but he should have at least given it the good old college try. So I would say the same to you. Put aside your preconceived notions of this film and just give it an honest chance, and you might be surprised with the charm and delight and good heart of the story. So yes, no, really good film, totally worth a watch. Next up is High School Musical 2. This is a 2007 film. The basic premise is it is summer vacation. I wish they would have given that the subtitle. Just like High School Musical, Summer Vacation, or like Summer Vacation Musical, something like that. I don't know. It's fine, whatever. Moving on. The plot is Sharpay has got it in her head that she has to date Troy, even though it's clear that Gabriella is in a committed relationship with him. So she tricks a bunch of people into working for her country country club, and then shenanigans ensue. It's nowhere near as strong as the first one. Quality-wise, like, it definitely looks so much better. The songs are mixed better. The choreography is a huge step up. Like, they put a lot of time and effort into these dance sequences for sure. And like, the premise is funny, like accidentally hiring basically the entire school just to get a boy. But like, that's kind of all it's really about. To sort of break it down further, it's a story of a rich girl trying to buy a boyfriend, but then it's also about like how money / opportunities can change you / ruin relationships. But really, the moral is that Troy is spending too much time focusing on his future so that he's ignoring his present, aka his friends and his girlfriend. But like, his friends just not being considerate of like, A, how people change, and B, he's trying to plan for his future. Like, the whole thing is that his family's poor, so he needs like scholarships and whatnot to go to college. So like, it's his friends not being considerate of him, but that's not what the messaging is. They're kind of poor shaming him in a sense. It's weird and murky morals, and there's a lot of missed opportunities. I do think it was a good choice to change the location. I think that makes it stand apart from the original and gives them something new and a different dynamic for everyone to be going off of. I'm glad that they let Ryan do something, be more of a central focus. I also really love the like minor metaphor of like, Ryan always wears his hat tipped just a little bit, and his dad's always trying to straighten it out, and it's like, oh, dad's trying to force you to be straight, but you're not having it. I see what you're doing there, movie. Also, Vanessa Hudgens in a swimsuit. That was nice. That was nice. She's a cutie. Cutie patootie. Oh, that patootie. My favorite moment in the film apparently was like an ad-lib moment of Troy and his best friend just doing like this little jig joke thing in the kitchen. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, there is definitely a lot that I like about this movie. A lot of cute stuff. The relationship stuff is still fun. I think what happened was Disney was like, this is a smash hit. We have to make the sequel as soon as possible. And the story just needed more time to bake. I think taking at the very least 6 months, but at least another year to like really craft this would have dramatically helped it. I get trying to jump on the hype train of the original, but like, it really suffered because they rushed it so. Would I recommend it? Nah. Like, I really love the first one, but like, I could really take or leave this movie. I still liked it, I still enjoyed it, but like, it's just nothing compared to the original. One of my good friends loves this one the most, so she would definitely say to give it a watch, so I guess keep that in mind, but like, for me personally, it's okay, it's fine. Also, it came out on my golden birthday. Extra fun fact, I saw Superbad that day. And lastly is High School Musical 3 Senior Year. This is a 2008 theatrically released film, and you can tell the budget has really increased. They start up on this incredibly detailed close-up shot of Troy's face just to show off, like, we got all the pixels now, guys. The premise is it's their senior year and they're worried about what the future's gonna bring. Like, people going to different colleges, what career paths do we want to follow, how are we going to stay friends if we're going other places, how are we going to stay in a relationship if we're going other places, like what do we actually want to do for ourselves. And I would say the heart of the story is definitely a major step up from the second one. It does feel a bit repetitive to the first one, but I accept it more so than what happened with the second one, so like, I'm fine with it being a bit repetitive. It definitely feels like a bigger, more polished film. Everyone's grown, which like everyone's kind of in their 20s now, but like it still feels realistic because like just between junior and senior year, people do grow and change dramatically. So to me it fits, even though they are definitely looking like adults now. I enjoyed the song I Want It All with all of its fun references. There was the rooftop dance. I thought that one was very cute. I did not care for the bit where Troy and his best bud steal the clothes of the cocky boy and his friend. That was just like weird harassment, hazing stuff that felt very out of place and very out of character. I don't get what was up with that. I didn't care for that new boy at all. His whole storyline was just weird and strange. I don't really know what the point of it was. I didn't mind Sharpay getting a British assistant. That was kind of fun and went to a good place. The choreography was definitely another step up again. For sure, this definitely had the best dancing in it. And yeah, it was all about wanting to choose your own fate, what path to take after high school, and how to to keep those relationships. That's definitely good themes and good messaging and good ideas and just a good discussion. So even though it didn't hit the highs of the original for me, it was a notable step up from High School Musical 2, and I would recommend it. If you really enjoyed the first one, you can give this a watch. You can skip 2. Skipping 2 is fine. And if you were mixed on 2 like I was, definitely finish out the trilogy and give it a watch. So yeah, no, it cannot reach the heights of the original, but it is still a strong finish to the trilogy. So yes, definitely enjoyed, would recommend. Alright, now for today's rankings. First up, we got High School Musical sitting number 15 in the really like section. And then after that is High School Musical 2 sitting at number 50 in the liked section, pretty much dead center in the middle of the road. And then lastly is High School Musical 3 Senior Year sitting at number 39 in the quite like section. So it'd go 1, 3, 2 is how I'd rank them. And this is out of a total of 66 old movies so far this year.